Get ready to be part of something extraordinary at WOSCon 2024. Imagine a gathering of the brightest minds, the most innovative thinkers, and the industry experts all under one roof. This is not just an event, it's a transformative experience where knowledge is shared, connections are made, and inspiration is ignited. WOSCon 2024 sounds like an electrifying event. It must be a thrill to be part of such a gathering where creativity, expertise, and innovation converge. The synergy that arises when brilliant minds come together can spark groundbreaking ideas and collaborations that have the potential to shape the future. I can already envision the exhilarating atmosphere filled with passionate discussions, cutting-edge presentations, and networking opportunities that transcend boundaries. It's events like these that fuel progress and drive positive change in the world. Get ready to be part of something extraordinary at WOSCon 2024. Imagine a gathering of the brightest minds, the most innovative thinkers, and the industry experts all under one roof. This is not just an event, it's a transformative experience where knowledge is shared, connections are made, and inspiration is ignited. WOSCon 2024 sounds like an electrifying event. It must be a thrill to be part of such a gathering where creativity, expertise, and innovation converge. The synergy that arises when brilliant minds come together can spark groundbreaking ideas and collaborations that have the potential to shape the future. I can already envision the exhilarating atmosphere filled with passionate discussions, cutting-edge presentations, and networking opportunities that transcend boundaries. It's events like these that fuel progress and drive positive change in the world.
Hello everyone! Mabuhay! Wherever you are watching right now, kamusta? Are you in Philippines, USA, Canada, Australia, wherever you are? We have 25 viewers. Grabe! Alright, thank you so much guys for coming in. I'm very excited for today's interview series for the World of Search Conference 2024. No, I'm your host. This is Kherk Roldan. And today I have a special guest for you guys, and he is the best when it comes to his field, and he is also one of the speakers at WOSCon 2024. And I'm really excited to know more about him. And yeah, if you have any follow-up, if you have any questions, drop it down here in the comment box, and I'm going to read it. We are going to answer that, by the way, guys. So yeah, we also have this free ticket giveaway now for everyone who's sharing this live to your friends, colleagues, and also asking questions, engaging here in the live event. Now you have a chance to win, okay? Because our team here are looking for everyone who's engaging, asking questions, and also sharing this live. And I'm very excited, okay? The conference is almost there. Like we have 16 days. I'm very excited. Okay, so without further ado, because I'm very excited to know more about him, so join us for an exclusive live interview with one of our speakers at WOSCon 2024. He is Niels, and he is the visionary founder of Traffic Family. and they are a leading seven-figure affiliate portfolio company within the Dutch affiliate industry. Wow, imagine that. And under his leadership, Traffic Family has excelled in acquiring and optimizing website, navigating the ever-changing landscape of SEO algorithm to achieve the consistent growth. And Niels' approach is deeply rooted in his extensive experience and understanding of digital marketing, making him a prominent figure in this field. No? So without further ado, I'm going to add him here, guys, in the screen. But if you have any questions, please add it here because I know this person is very busy and this is the first time I invited him here. So I'm excited. All right. Hello, Niels. How are you?
Hey, Kherk, I'm doing great. What a lovely introduction.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you
Happy to
so
be on
much
the
for
show.
coming in. I know you are very busy. We've scheduled for a couple of times now,
Yeah,
and you're here now. Thank you so much. I'm excited to know more about you, man.
yeah, same. I'm excited to go to Manila to a
Is this
conference.
your first time?
Yes, yes, it will be my first time. It's Philippines is already on my list for a while, and now I
Oh,
have the
wow.
perfect excuse.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
yeah,
I know you're going to love the Philippines, honestly. Some of the
yeah,
speakers we invited before last year, they said, oh, thank you for treating me as a rock star. No, because our event in Philippines is different from other countries as well. No,
yeah,
so yeah. All right, thank you so much for coming in once again. Now, this is the first time you're here in my show, and I know you are doing this for a couple of years now. You're expert in your field, no? And I'm watching your videos, your training, and also your speak at different conferences. But I want to know more about you, or people here in the Philippines really interested to know more about you and also my channel as well. So can you please share us more about you, Niels?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, a few things to know. I just moved to Thailand, so we're almost in the
Mm,
same time zone now, originally from the Netherlands. I run the Traffic Family. Traffic Family has 11 affiliate websites, all e-commerce affiliate websites,
okay.
comparing over, we have 3,000 pages. Every
Wow.
page has 7 products, so that's 3,000 times 7 is over 21,000 products.
That's a
I'm
lot.
more focused on
Mm,
the day-to-day leadership of the company and the profits.
mhm.
So you reached out to me to talk at WOSCon, which I'm super happy at, and I chose to speak about from growth hacker to SEO to CEO, what SEOs miss to get ahead. And I chose exactly this topic because I talk with so many affiliate marketers or SEOs, and they are a bit too much obsessed about traffic, well, traffic is a means to an end, which is profit in the end. So I'm going to talk about the real basics and how to focus more on the profit side and what it can bring to your business and your clients so you can grow in the end.
Wow, that's a great story. Now, what initially inspired you to start affiliate marketing or traffic family or being into digital marketing?
Yeah, yeah. So I was kind of born to do this because my dad is a marketing manager, my mom is a copywriter, and my stepdad has
Oh,
an online marketing agency and has affiliate websites too.
mm,
So I was interested in marketing, got an internship.
mhm.
I asked, hey, what can I do? Then my stepdad said,
Uh,
go install Google Analytics. And then I got into the organic search rabbit hole. And then I started my own affiliate site sometime 5 years ago because I was a
okay.
bad sleeper and I wanted to start a website about sleep. And I quickly discovered that all the informative content I created to help people sleep better, people were not interested in that, but they were interested in picking mattresses and pillows and weighted blankets.
Mm,
So I just quickly scaled something that worked, which is comparing retail products or e-commerce products, and just scaled the heck out of it. And yeah, we're still scaling, but there's still some work to do. But very soon
uh,
we'll have covered every e-commerce product in the Netherlands, and then we need to find a new way to grow. Yeah,
wow, so it's a family thing, no? They're doing it, and you also do want to do this as well.
yeah,
And I know you're very you're very knowledgeable in this field because I'm following your contents a lot, no? So it's remarkable. as well. And yeah, we're very excited to about your topic. And
Nice.
a lot of people are asking me, "Hey, Kirk, about you." So because they're looking at your picture, they say, "Hey, this person is handsome" or something like that. What is his topic? You can have some picture during the event.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can do that.
it will be fun too because I'm 6'6". I'm 2 meters, so it's always fun to be here in Asia.
Oh,
Where people are like,
okay.
"Wait, well, but you can't see this."
Oo. That's good. That's good to know. So, all right, you achieve a remarkable increased website traffic, no, from 5 to 10 million visitors in just 3 months. Wow, that's wow. Maybe you can share some strategies or tactics did you employ to achieve that growth?
Yeah, yeah. This specific one, I was still working for a company at that time, and they had five
Okay.
million visitors a month via SEO. And some background, they all next to 5 million visitors a month, they also had 5 million pages. When you have this amount of pages on your website, a lot is to
Mm-hmm.
gain from technical SEO and better interlinking. This is interesting when you get around above 50,000 pages, technical SEO and interlinking can be huge. If you have less, then you still need to make sure you only have pages that bring traffic.
Okay.
But for this specific case study, so the problem they had, these 5 million pages were also in different languages. Well, every page should just be available in one languages or one subdomain. So because they
Mm,
had these 5 million pages in 50
so
different
lot.
languages, they then
Mm.
had 250 million pages. So there was a huge crawling and indexing problem because Google doesn't like crawling 250 million pages. It costs them a lot of money, you
That's a
know?
lot. Yeah.
So
Mm.
I
That's
was
a big
able to
website.
get the 250 million down to five and make my own kind of interlinking algorithm between the pages. And just doing that increased traffic from 5 to 11
Wow.
in 3 months.
That's
Yeah.
wow. That's super wow. So, do you use any tools like to interlink those lot of pages, or how did you do it
With
faster?
the many pages, I had to use a data scientist that will make
Oh,
queries to read the database on how the pages would interlink, and then we make our
that's
own
good.
kind of tool for it. But yeah, as with everything in SEO, it's always like, where can I find the biggest problem, and
Hmm.
what is very specific to my problem. So I now have something that increased from 5 to 11 million pages, but that is only because they already had 5 million pages. They had
Okay.
a problem with the all the languages. So it's always with SEO, find what is my main problem, and if I hear something like this from me to you, is it applicable to me? You
Hmm.
know, because yes, tools are nice, but you really need to be kind of, finding your own problems, taking a lot of case studies, but not immediately applying them. Just think more what's relevant for me in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. We have here Adrian. Go Niels. Erwin said, "Idol Niels."
Uh,
Elizabeth, Sir Niels, how can I start e-commerce and earn a good amount from my store?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I didn't start an e-commerce store myself because only
Mm,
help other e-commerce store generate money
mm,
via my affiliate sites. But I
mhm.
can tell you how I started. And I started because I was a bad sleeper and I wanted to help other people sleep better. So when you're starting out, the shittiest thing is you will not get results for 6 months to 12 months. So what you really want to have is something you like and you're passionate about. I was a bad
Passionate.
sleeper, so I really wanted to sleep better. So I would write a lot of content about it. Even though it wouldn't bring me any results, I was learning about how to improve sleep and might as well then blog about it too. So if you want to start an e-com store,
Mhm.
cool. What is something in your house that really annoys you? What kind of product do you think you can create way better? And do you want to work on just for the sake of it first? Because then you're able to still keep doing it 6 months later, while not
Yeah.
it's generating any money, but then because you're so driven about improving it, 9, 12 months later, you do start seeing some income. Yeah. And then nice
Yeah.
to see you, by the way, Adrian,
Mm.
my buddy.
Uh-oh. Hello, Adrian. Yeah, nice to know that. So you mentioned start from the house, no? And that's also what I like, because if you don't know how to product research, then start from the things that you can see, like from the house, or if you're going to the mall, just check it. And like you can start drop shipping as well if you don't know how to do or get products on your own or do branding. So from the start, drop shipping is good. Are you also going to recommend that, Niels, like drop shipping?
Um, no, I don't know. It's a bit of a competitive field now because a lot of people sell dropshipping courses. So
Yeah, a
even
lot.
though it works now, maybe 2 months later, your product is copied by
Hmm.
someone else. It is an easy way to start. I say for affiliate marketing, you do need some digital marketing skills. So
Yeah,
if you're from zero, it's easier to start drop shipping than affiliate marketing. But if you already like digital marketing and you have some digital marketing experience, then I would advise something like affiliate marketing. And I don't know about the budget you need to invest to start in drop shipping, but for affiliate marketing, it's super low. It's just your time. And you
that,
create
yeah.
the website yourself. There are a lot of templates already available. And it's just your time creating blog content,
So you
basically.
mentioned, yeah, you just need your time to invest. Now, let's say, because there are also people that don't know how to build their own website, even though they are very basic. So what can you suggest with that?
Open Google and just start with, hey, how can I build a WordPress website? And then
That's
there's
true.
for every of these things, there's so much people that have done it before, and it doesn't cost that much time because so often they're already templated sites that it's
Complete,
like,
yeah.
boom, here's already 80% finished product. You change the title, you change the images, and it goes very fast.
Yeah, that's true. So
But
continue with
that's also to add, that's also the kind of inventiveness you need, right? Because even
mm,
today in my business, I don't know how to solve 80% of the problems. So
mm,
I sometimes I Google it, sometimes I ask
mm,
other entrepreneurs, and the more
okay.
longer you're in this industry, the more people you know and the more people you can ask, So that really helps. But in the beginning, you need to find all the stuff
Yeah,
yourself. And if that already bothers you right now, then you're just gonna need to keep doing that. So
I agree.
yeah,
Yeah, I
that's where
agree.
you can start.
You need to learn that as well, aside from buying courses, and then yeah, hiring someone to do the work for you, because as a business owner, you also need to have a knowledge
Yeah,
in that field as well, right?
yeah,
Aside from like hiring someone to do the web design to build your own affiliate or e-commerce store. Yeah,
yeah,
because it happened to me before, Niels, when I started my business, like in e-commerce. No, I don't know how to build my own e-commerce business, so I hired someone, and I don't have any knowledge that time in web design. And then what happened was, like, he is asking a lot of money to do this, to do that. So it ended up like I invested a lot of money from that website. And oh my gosh, I spent this for just having a website that I want. And because I don't know that field or industry, and then I just keep on purchasing something, no? So better, what I'm trying to say is, better you also need to learn from that how to do this, even though a basic one is very important, no?
yeah,
So yeah, a continued question from Erwin. Sir, how much budget I need to invest to start this?
yeah. We
Like,
cover that. So drop shipping, I don't know, but for affiliate marketing,
yeah,
just
for
your own time and
correct.
maybe 50 to 100 euros a month for the website.
For hosting and domain as well.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
How about content, like content creation? So you are recommending to use chats, and then you replace it, check the grammar, change those issues that you have from the content, right?
Yeah, indeed. So you do it yourself at first. ChatGPT definitely helps, but you
Mm-hmm.
do need to insert that own little findings. You have your your own touch too, right? Because everybody also knows nowadays how ChatGPT sounds like. You know,
That's true.
what I often have is first I always gave people questions before an interview when I hire for a role. But now I can't do questions anymore because I just see from the answer that everybody puts the questions in goddamn ChatGPT. So I now ask for a video uh, for them to
Oh,
make themselves. So I actually know
okay.
it's a human actually answering those questions. Yeah.
Sounds good. Even my kids now, they are using Chat GPT to ask some answers and then
Oh,
present it
that's
to
so
their
amazing. Oh, your kids are going to be
yeah.
so smart. Oh,
Yeah, they're using that a lot, and their teachers like get shocked because but they heard something about Chat GPT, but I don't know, maybe they haven't experienced that one. So they
yeah.
check the answers, and then wow, they just wow. But we just said to them, like, even though we have these tools, no, we still need to study, learn from our teachers, because that's the most important thing while you are studying. We have question from Adrian. What are your go-to tools for SEO?
Yeah, so I use Ahrefs for keyword
Yes, sure.
analysis and to check out my competitors and all the backlinks. I find that the
Mhm.
most user-friendly tool. For scraping sites, I use Screaming Frog.
Okay.
It's a scraper, so it goes out to see all the pages of a website and how they link to each other, what anchors they use, and all the metadata that you have. And these are the main two I have actually. Sometimes you can put data in ChatGPT or ask questions about that. And for the rest, it's just mainly Sheets, Google Sheets, or Excel
Good.
to do some
Yeah.
real analysis.
That's a good list, no? Because other SEO that I know, that they use a lot of tools, no? Even though they're not really important to them. Like they use a tool for link building, they use a tool for keyword research, they use a different tool for on page, for crawling and
Yeah,
everything. So that's a
yeah,
lot, but
and
it shows there's a lot of features that you can have.
yeah, it's very tricky too because all these SEO tools they all promise this one new finding you can have, and if you have this finding or this little data point, then you can improve your traffic. You know,
Hmm.
and there's so much things to do as an SEO because there are more than 200 ranking factors. But it's really
Yeah.
the trick to stop yourself from doing that and just focus on good content, good links, and a match between what someone searches and what you offer that person. That's the three things you need to do for the real things for SEO, and the rest it helps, but it's kind of a
Okay.
byproduct, you know.
Yeah.
So and some tools are even they show you like, oh, this is you find a lot of toxic links via this
Mm.
tool, but then it's like only this tool shows you this toxic link, so it almost feels like bullshit, you know. They just want you to use their tool, so you find these toxic links which don't even exist. So yeah,
Yeah, completely true. Second question from Adrian. How important is Google Analytics for you?
important, but a lot less now. It's Google Analytics 4 because the
Mhm.
data is like 70% of how accurate it used to be with normal Google Analytics or Universal Analytics. So I still use it, but a very important tool for me. Oh, I cannot join the chat, unfortunately. Is wecantrack.com. WECAN and then track TRACK.
Track.com.
That helps me get
Mhm.
all my affiliate revenue and
Oh,
aggregate it, so I can see on a page level what the affiliate revenue is, and also it gets all the affiliate revenue from different networks together. It is a shame, or I use Google Search Console that also, but Google Analytics less and less.
okay. Thank you for answering that. So, in regards to affiliate marketing, how do affiliates choose which products to promote based from your experience, Niels?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So there are two ways So to pick it, so it depends. First, you want to have a niche, of course. If you start from zero, I
Niche.
always
Okay.
say, like, again, pick what kind of niche fits you, or
Mm.
if you know from what is a very uncompetitive niche with a high payout, that can work too if you have the skills. And then, so you have your niche. Now, what kind of products do you need to promote?
Mm.
I look at two things. So the commission percentage and how known is the brand, because known brands always help. If you see a list of 10 products I recommend, but you already
Mm.
know uh, the one product is Philips or Emma, which is a mattress company, then it's still like, oh yeah, I know Emma and Niels recommends it. Cool, I just go for that one.
Mm.
You know,
That's good.
so some known brands, I call them A brands, which are more like household names. That always helps to have in the list. But you also want to have these high commission, well-paying brands, which just can offer twice or triple the commission than the other ones. That definitely. But on top of that, you even if you have a 50% commission, but
Mm.
someone clicks and goes to the product listing and the e-commerce website is a bit shady, it has bad reviews and all these basics, the basics still need to be there. So that basically, and if the customer chooses for A brands or other kind of products, also depends on the price. So if you have
Price.
to pay more than $200 for a product,
Mm.
you kind of do want a known brand to buy from, because it's a big purchase. But if it's
Mm.
only 20 euros, then any brand will
Mm.
do, right? You don't need
Mm.
to know this brand because it's just 20 euros. So you're gonna click and convert very fast anyway.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for answering that. So you have a good website and you have a good business, Traffic Family. Now, what was the vision behind that, and how has the vision evolved since its inception?
Yeah. That's an interesting question. So, we went through some iterations actually to go where we're now. So we started with, I want to help people sleep better. Then
Okay.
we pivoted to, like, okay, we want
That's,
to just promote the best products. And at some point, we tested products, we ordered them and tested them in house. Cost a lot of time, but
mm,
even though we tested these products, the pages wouldn't even convert better. So we were like a bit like, oh, this is annoying. Then we got two investors. The investors raised some money beforehand, and the capital was very cheap back then. It was still when it was the interest rate was like 1% in the world. So we got
mm,
investors, and they were like, you know what? We can get you a lot of money. We're just gonna get a big loan, and let's acquire a lot of affiliate websites. So we reached out to hundreds of affiliate websites and wanted to buy them. And right when we signed the first three deals, so we acquired the first three affiliate websites, then Russia started to invade Ukraine, and the interest
mhm,
rate spiked to like 6%. And then this whole um, business model of buy and build wasn't interesting anymore because money was so expensive and interest rates were so high. So it was a very risky business. So then and now we're just back to the basics, which is we just want to generate a lot of money for other e-commerce web shops, and we're only going to focus on that. We're going to give them the best traffic, and we're going to
okay.
try to cover all the product keywords, and we're going to reinvent ourselves with the different channels. So we're just back to basic, generate a lot of affiliate revenue for others and a lot of income for ourselves. So it's not per se a big vision of I want to improve the world, but hey, I'm in
Mm,
affiliate marketing, so
mm.
that's not what a lot of people do per se.
Wow, actually that's a great vision, no? And I noticed that you are really happy with your vision. That's why you achieved this a lot of success. Because I
Yeah,
noticed like there are a lot of people who has this vision, but they're not really happy. They are stressed, they're depressed, they're suicidal because
yeah.
they're not happy, right? So, and I found out that you're very successful because you're also happy with what you're doing right now.
Yeah, and what's also important to add, what I really like is I have a remote company. So I have people working for me in two also in Thailand, in Australia, in
Mm,
Mexico, in
wow.
Spain, and in the Netherlands. and it makes me happy to work with other A players,
Mhm.
that you can have fun while working, and that everybody is really an expert in their field. You can challenge each other, and you have a great company culture where everybody can grow. That's what makes me happy and most proud of Traffic Family. And then
Mhm.
that you get great results is the icing on the cake.
Wow, that's a wonderful, ano, um, answer from you. So you have a lot of teams from everywhere, no? So
Yeah,
how do you communicate effectively with them or with your team from everywhere? Like
yeah. Just via Slack. Slack is like
Slack,
for straight communication. We have weekly meetings
weekly meetings. Okay.
with the team, and
Mm-hmm.
also managers with their team members, and that's the main key. One of our values is family,
Yun.
and in there we also say like, hey, since we're not in the office with each other and we don't can really see each other, you do need to tell if you're feeling shitty today. You know, give us some context. Check in with people. Hey, how are you? How's your life? How's your son doing? And all these things. You need to put a little bit more extra effort into that non-work related communication.
Oh yeah.
That is definitely important. And for me, like today, I was super jet lagged, so I told the team, like, "Hey, yeah, if I'm a bit very direct today, then it's just because I'm very jet lagged. So it's
Uh-uh.
not you, it's me, for instance." And then people also understand why I would respond a certain way, for instance. So I would say that's the thing that works for us.
Awesome. Yeah, the reason why I asked that because like you have a remote team and like are you the kind of person who's like micromanaging staff or you let them do their work because they know the requirements and also the goal for this business or for the goal for this project.
Yeah, yeah. I'm the latter. I give people goals. I give people a lot of responsibilities. I try
Wow.
to help them and think with them, but in the end, it's their end
Mm.
responsibility, and that allows us to be able to work either in Australia or in Mexico or somewhere in Europe, because everybody knows their goals and where they're accountable for. So yeah, the latter. How about you? You the micromanager or?
And actually I'm not really doing like the management stuff because I have people who's doing that. So I'm more into like doing trainings with them, business development side. So yeah, so I can also focus doing other thing like this World of Search conference and other businesses as well. So it's like it's like I'm really good at like business innovation, but I'm also seeing my team every single day because our company we are office based now. We are working every day on the same office together, but we have a team for each um, management. We have someone for operation manager, we have project manager, we have assistant project manager, customer support specialist for every department, and human resources for HR. So yeah, the team
Yeah,
are
cool.
working on their department. So not really worrying about that. And the company is growing right now. We have 100 plus staff here in the office, so it's really hard to manage myself. I know you know that feeling because I'm proud of you because honestly it's really hard to manage people even though we are face to face. Now how about you that your some of your team are far from you, so it's really hard to manage, but you have a lot of trust with them. But I'm curious, how do you motivate your team when moral is low?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When moral is low, well, there are definitely times where moral is low. We had some struggles too, and then, for instance, Google search algorithms, and some
Okay.
traffic goes down by 80%. It definitely happens. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yes, you do want moral to be high, but you also really need to be honest with your team and just be like, hey, listen, these are the results. This is pretty shitty. I need to let go of this person because of this reason. My and then just say what your intentions are. Like, hey, but I want to keep the whole team together. If we can be strict with the money, careful, only work on short-term things that increase profits on the short term, so we can get out of this as soon as possible. Then there will be better times ahead. Uh, so it is important to still be very honest of like, hey, this is happening right now. This is how the future looks like, and then also, hey, we are working together with it, and I don't want to fire people, but it is still a possibility. I think people do value honesty more than
Yeah,
if I would try to keep them as happy as possible. And from that honesty, and you also, it's also your job then as the founder to be
that's true.
as calm as possible, right? If you're the one going to be stressing out all the time or get anger tantrums, then they really feel that. So because
That's true.
your emotions, even though you have a little bit of them, it gets times four of how people feel it as a founder of a company, because they really try to gauge you of like how well or how bad are things going. So it's also important that you as a founder keep your head cool during these situations. I think that's how I will say it. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that now, because we also have people right now listening. They have also their agency company that they want to grow. So hearing that answer about um, low morale will also help them improve their company as well, how you strategize it. We have 58 viewers right now. I'm live from Facebook, Facebook, LinkedIn, Facebook group and pages. So hi everyone, if you have questions, you can drop here in the comment box now, and I'm going to answer your questions. I guess this is from Brian. What is your management philosophy, Sir Neil?
Management philosophy. I think it's important for the company to have values, to have a
Values.
certain kind of values. So like ours are
Hmm.
profit, extreme ownership,
Wow.
pioneering, and family.
Wow.
And these values, they have to come from you as who you are as a person and your
True.
co-founder and what you believe in and what you think is constructive for your business. You know,
True.
and you have to repeat those values every week. Like, hey, this is a great example of profit because you really looked at the costs and the revenue and the protection for the coming 6 months, and it was done well. This is a great example of ownership because nobody was doing this yet. It's most close to your role, and without even asking, you said, "I'm just gonna execute on this," and now
Yeah.
nobody. It is done every time. For instance, that is for us. What these values are for
Mhm.
you, that's different. So repeat those values. Second, what I find very important is hiring. It is
Hiring.
so important. Like I have fired so many people because when there is a B player or a C player in your team, it
Hmm.
affects everyone. It's not just their
Yeah,
role who is
that's true.
underperforming,
That's true.
but he or she has to ask questions to the manager, gives input on ideas to their colleague,
Mm.
has to do something for their colleague, and people are waiting on them. And it's like you have this perfectly oiled machine, but then one cog is just going so slow, and it affects the speed of all the other cogs. Or people are annoyed, or people think, oh, if she can perform like this and not get fired,
Mhm.
then what is my motivation? So it's
Mm.
definitely important to really be honest about the performance of your team and make changes when needed. And then the last one, which I have, and maybe that's more for me because I'm Dutch, but I do like to be direct with people and as honest as possible. That doesn't mean I can bring stuff to them and say like, I think you're doing a shit job here. That doesn't help, of course. But do
Yeah.
say, hey, when you delivered the project, I did expect to be in more in the direction of this, and this is not good enough. So we do need you to step up your game, for instance.
Mhm.
So do make it helpful for the receiver, but they do try to be direct and give as much feedback as fast as possible.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you for sharing that, Niels.
Yeah,
It's really good
great
to
question.
know what are you doing, by the way. So yeah, actually in the company as well, we have this culture, that culture and values. That's the first two things that we are implement to them. We need them to know our values, how we work, no. So we printed it in our wall, so everyone in the
Amazing.
company can saw it every time they pass, they enter the office, they can see it, our culture and values. So
Well,
it's really
what are
it's
your values, Kherk?
oh, there's a lot, no. So
Okay.
yeah, we have family. You also mentioned that everyone in the the company, we treat them as a family. No, every month we have this. What's that? Every month we have this like birthday celebrants because we have 100 plus people. So let's say for August we have 5 people got their birthday, so we celebrated it. We have incentives for them, give them tokens, birthday cakes, doing that. So we are not treating them as our employee, but our team members. I always say that to them, for them to make feel that because this is not about me, this is not about the CEO, but also you. Because let's say for example we have 100 people right now, right? And then one of our specialists has 5 members or 5 in their family. So we are helping 500 plus people. No, so that's also how we do it. Now we have a question from Ageless. So, sir, what are the core qualities of an effective manager?
Good question. So I think it's the manager responsibility to hire the right people. So that's
Hire
the
people.
first one. So or fire the wrong people. So
All right.
make sure, like, are you clear on the role? Are you clear on what kind of person you're looking for and how you can test those qualities in the person and then get it? That's the first one. Second one is giving people the right goals and accountabilities,
Goals.
because people do need to feel like they're contributing to the greater good. You know, that their input is meaningful, and that the goals are high enough. So it's still challenging. And then the third one is good communication. You know, make sure you give feedback during one-on-ones. Make sure people feel important and needed. You know, I take a great interest in this, also the personal lives of my colleagues, because we're also humans. You know, so it's not
That's true.
just like, here, do this task, do this project.
Oh yeah.
Okay, next. You know, there's a lot more to it than just that. I try to, for instance, know what the personality is of all my employees. So I know if I talk with Rob, I need to give him a lot of context around it. And Rob doesn't like to talk about personal stuff. So we just go straight into the business. But with Amber, it's a lot more personal stuff and more like about relations than just about business. If I talk with my co-founder, it's less about numbers or spreadsheets and more about excitement and big ideas. So that's also important to kind of adjust that to every single person, so you know what
Wow.
really makes them tick, basically.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing that, Niels. No, I'm actually learning a lot from you right now.
No.
For sharing your ideas, your tips about management, being a CEO, no values, culture, something like that. So, from Pratham, what do you think of the SEO trends in the next years, with all sort of mixed opinions on this topic?
Yeah. Okay, that's a big question. There is indeed a lot happening. So the main thing I see is SEO is getting harder and harder and harder. For affiliate marketing, I don't even think it's that relevant anymore. Just for some niches. In the e-commerce niche, it got completely gone. But with AI content and with being more competition, you do really need to find out, like, hey, am I adding value here? If you're adding value, then it's always durable. You know, if you can say something other people don't, then it always helps, and then you can survive all the algorithm updates and topics. But that's also because of more than just SEO. People will come back to your site. People will think, oh, I actually want to listen to Kherk because he tells me things I haven't heard 20 times already on generic SEO topics. So then they both find you and want to listen to you. So it does become more, being a great marketer is becoming more important, where you really could get away with all the SEO stuff as before. And yeah, and then you will be found too by chat. How's it called? The Chat GPT search. GPT search is the one, or with Bing answers or Google generated Gemini answers and everything. It's if you stick with the basics, adding value, then you will survive all these trends.
Yeah, that's true. So that's also I also found that a problem with some of the e-commerce websites that I know, and my friends doing that as well. Like they are doing Facebook ads, they are doing Google ads, but they don't have any content. What I mean, content with blog, but they have a lot of products. No? So Neil said that you need to provide value. How can you provide value if you don't have any content? You're not sharing value posts to your network, to your community. So it's also very important, right? And yeah, with that being said, I want to have another question about as a CEO, Niels, how do you foster innovation and maintain motivation in your team within Traffic Family?
Yeah. Good question. So me and my co-founder have a different role. So I
Oh, okay.
am I am like the manager of the day-to-day business. I make sure that our content keeps performing slightly more, that we produce more content, that we do more SEO tactics or PPC tactics, and we just improve, let's say, 10% every month. My co-founder Bram, he's kind of like you, Kherk. He's not the manager, but he's very exciting. Gets a lot of ideas. Is really great at connecting with people. So he is more being full time on these innovation instead of thinking, how can I improve the current business? Well, how will the business look like in 6 months or 12 months? Do we need to do new channels, new content formats? What will be the impact of GPT search? How will people's behavior change? What are my competitors doing? And since he's doing that full time and testing these things, and if it really works, and then if it really works, then we can integrate it in the day-to-day business. So I try to have it a bit separate, because if you do both the day-to-day business and you're going to try and test a lot of new things, it's very distracting. And not just for you trying to manage all these different things, but especially for your team, because your team is like, hey Niels, but I'm already doing my job and great, and you keep having this one project and then the other project, and I'm just switching so much all the time, and we're not even following up on things because things also fail, you know. So try to have a kind of a separate entity, team, or person in your company to do the innovation stuff, so the daily business doesn't suffer from it. That's how I will foster innovation, and then when things work, then get it into the main business.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that, Niels. From Jonathan, sir, I have an affiliate website. How can social media help my affiliate business? I'm doing SEO now.
What is the product you're promoting? Let me know that, and I'll start answering. So social media, it really depends on the product you create.
Product. Okay.
For the in the pet niche, let's say doggy product, uh, communities can be great. Facebook communities, you know, if you have a Facebook community around Shiba Inu, and people are posting Shiba Inu pictures, and you can also talk about specific I don't know, dog leashes for Shiba Inus. People will love that stuff, you know. But a lot of affiliate products, not per se. You know, a mattress, everybody needs it, but it's not a sexy thing to talk about on social media, because social media should make you feel something. And SEO is more like from a very informative angle. So, you do have it about pets. So with pets, you can create engaging content, but you do have to know that you have to have other type of content that you use for SEO than for social media. For instance, I have a lot of lists like top 10 cat litter. A top 10 cat litter article is not sexy on social media, but it will be an article of like, hey, I'm just saying so. This cat litter actually saves the rainforest, and then it talks about some kind of eco-friendly cat litter that also gives part of their money to saving the rainforest, and that's actually a topic that could work on social media. So you do have to. It could work for pets, but you do have to make sure that it sparkles some emotion in your article, and that you can't have your top performing SEO article also be your top performing social article and the other way around.
Awesome. That's a great advice. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that, Niels. So we have a lot of people who's doing affiliate as well here, and we are very interested to know more about that as well. So, like, what's your advanced approach in like affiliate SEO, Niels? Maybe you can share some tips, advanced strategies that they don't know.
I think the most important thing with affiliate, when you start creating some money, so you can already start over 500 euros per month, is use
Okay.
tracking software that makes it very
Tracking
clear
software.
what tracking software like wecantrack.com, the one I mentioned earlier,
Mm.
that makes it very easy for you what pages bring in how much money, what
Mm.
products are generating the most money and are converting the best, what networks are the best, and then you start prioritizing those type of things, because you might think, oh, my I should focus on the page with the most traffic, but that doesn't isn't per se the biggest money maker. But if you do it this way, then you do have the data. Then if you start generating a lot of money for certain products, you need to actually get in touch with them and say like, hey, it's going well, I want to promote your product even more, but I want higher commissions. So you
Mhm.
start to have that conversation. So very soon, at first, it's all about generating traffic and SEO.
Yeah.
But at some point, I'm never checking. I'm not checking Google Analytics every week. You know, I'm checking how much money the pages have made every week, and then thinking, should I get better deals? Should I use other channels to it? Should we
Mm.
optimize the conversion rate? So I'm more
Yeah.
looking for this holistic approach. You know, because people are coming to your website. Okay,
That's
that's
true.
one thing. But then they click to the product, then they convert, and then you get a certain commission percentage, and they might come back to your site too. So the traffic part is one part, and I'm more interested in the other part because I want to get results. I want to make
Uh,
money.
how many blog posts or content are you recommending to publish every week?
Yeah. So that's a great question. Um, you start you start to see results after like 50 to 100 articles, and then yeah, for us it's how much you can, you know.
So,
We were publishing 150 pages per month, so that's like 40 some, yeah, 40 per week. But if you can, why not more?
more than that, yeah, I agree.
As long as you track, again, if you have these revenue data per page, then you know if I published 100 articles in July, How much are these articles generating in August, September, October, and November? And how fast did they give you back the money you spent on them? And if you can get that period as short as possible, then you can reinvest your money as fast as possible. And that's
Okay.
where I'm looking at more. How is it giving you a fast return? Yes. Then dial it up. Dial it up. Do you see less fast returns? Change the strategy. Maybe you're targeting keywords that doesn't have enough search volume. Maybe you are now doing certain products that are not as profitable or people don't find interesting, for instance. So my answer, as much as possible, if it's
As
profitable.
much as you can. Yeah, the more, the minier. That's good.
Yeah.
So, what other like marketing tactics you recommended aside for doing SEO for affiliate?
Yeah. So if you're doing SEO, it's very easy to Google Ads too and try that out, because your best performing SEO pages, again, calculate how much is this page generating. Let's say it's generating $500 per month with 1,000 visitors a month. That means $500 divided by 1,000 visitors is 50 cents earning per visitor. That means if I bid 50 cents cost per click on the product, I am breaking even. So if I start with 25 cents per click for these keywords, I'm making a return of 2.
Oh yeah.
If the numbers hold, of course. But that's already a great natural way to start in PPC for that, if you have that data. So that's great. Social media is often a hard nut to crack, because it needs a different content format. And maybe if you're in pets, it works. But I don't know, if you are comparing electronics, nobody cares about vacuum cleaners on social media. So then it just doesn't help. There's often a lot of money in a good list, but here too, you need a lot of informative content. You need to be an expert on the topic, and then to be able to get emails around that topic. So these are my 2 main tips. Email can be interesting. Google search, Google Ads can be interesting, and then social media only when your niche really allows it, and there's some passionate people behind the products to compare.
Awesome. Thank you for that. How about your future goals for Traffic Family and your personal career? How do you plan to achieve them?
Yeah. I'd like to make work a new scalable ad channel, either native or also social media advertising. This way I can still scale the company 5 to 10x. That'll be very exciting. Traffic Family, as personalized Traffic Family will always be my main focus. No, I have a great team. We're already very big, so it's easy to make something that's big already bigger. But I do get a lot of energy from coaching and mentoring people. I had this guy back in March. He had a VPN website. He was earning 500 euros per month. I told him, like, okay, change your landing page like this, use this call to action, and make this kind of content from now on. And then this summer, he was already earning 5,500 euros in a month, and his baseline is now around 3,000 euros a month. So, and that was with 3 1-hour coaching calls. So I do get a lot of energy from helping people like that, either for a one-time fee or like a little share. I like to speak at events just to share knowledge and get to know cool people like you, Kherk, and all the other speakers. So that's what I'm very excited about it. And for the rest, I would just want to travel the world and learn new cultures. And the Philippines is next. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, provide a lot of impact for everybody. So yeah, since you're coming to the Philippines, Niels, can you please provide us a summary or an overview about your topic for the event, for the conference 2024 at Manila?
About my topic or the conference itself?
Yeah, the conference.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think for me, conferences gives me the biggest return on investment. you know, you're in the right room with people who want to learn, who are knowledgeable about it, who take the active time to go on a plane, to go to another country, to meet other people. So everybody is super open to talk to. Everybody is super open to tell about their business and to ask you questions, to get their questions answered. So it's a great return then. You know, you come home with a lot of new ideas. You have a lot of people you can now ask to because you drank a beer together. You got a little bit drunk. Now you're friends, and now I can say, "Hey, Kherk, should I delete those pages or not? Or what should I do? What do you think?" And then you give me advice, and then that really helps. That's why it's for your career, for your business, your network, your net worth. It's a great thing. And I think I saw there were 28 different speakers. So 4 days. So it's going to be so much to learn. So it's going to be a lot
of
fun.
new faces as well. I saw a lot of enrollees, different enrollees from the last year. And it's very excited to do this again this year. Hopefully next year as well. So we have a great place right now. We have a place near airport, so everyone can go there. It's easily. So very excited. Niels, let's say if ever who are interested to avail your business or service or what you offer, where are they going to visit your website, or where are they going to contact you?
LinkedIn, Niels Say, Instagram at Niels Say, or my website, nielssay.com. That's the best places to get in touch.
Okay.
Or in the World of Search Conference in Manila on the 26th to the 29th of September.
Oh, yeah. So I'm sure you have a lot of value bombs to throw in that event. No, I'm very excited to learn more about you as well. So because here's the thing, people like people in Facebook or social media, they are very different, right? You're expecting that they're not easy to go with, they are very strict, but in person, guys, they're different, no? The person is easy to go with, to talk to. That's why a lot of expectation, but in reality, they are very great. They're very good and very accommodating as well. And we will also accommodate you here, Niels.
Yeah, that's nice. And that's also a reason, right? Like if somebody sends me a message on LinkedIn, I'm like, I don't know them. I have 20 tabs open. I have emails to read. I have Slack messages to respond to.
That's true.
So then I'm like, sorry, I don't have time. But if we're in face to face, it's like, oh, cool. Hello, nice to meet you. I can feel you. You can feel how I'm feeling. So you're way more open to then have a conversation and help out, you know, without all these distractions around you.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Niels. So you are very busy, but you spend 1 hour and 3 minutes with me and also to our audience. We have 85 viewers right now. Hello, everyone. And Niels, thank you so much for your time spending with us. I learned a lot from you, and I'm going to learn more at the event. So thank you so much for your time, Niels, today, and also everyone for coming in. Thank you, Niels.
Thanks for the question.
See you soon. Thank
you.
Take care. Bye-bye.